Hi, I'm Jenny Pastasak, and you're watching The Local Lens. So I'm a member of our local YMCA, have been for years. My kids were members too, and my next guests today are actually sharing information about the YMCA that I had no clue about. There is so much that the organization offers to our local community. So joining me today is Faron Burns, the Health Intervention Director at the YMCA, and Jen Seip, the Aquatics Director at the YMCA. I think one of the things I want to start this interview off with is just helping people understand the great services and offerings that the YMCA here locally provides. Mm-hmm. So let's kind of dive, people think, oh, the YMCA, people go and work out there. It's so much more. So let's talk about some of the offerings that you have just for regular members at the Y.
I mean, in general, we have like group fitness classes and things like that. Of course, we have all the aquatic stuff, group classes in there, swim lessons. But we also have a lot of programs that people don't really know about, that we provide for free to a lot of people that actually bring them into the Y and they become members after that. So a lot of people don't really know about all of those programs.
I see sometimes, I'm a member, obviously. There's birthday parties. There's, the new area with the splash area for the kids and the warmer pools for, older people to swim. So one of the things that I noticed is that, the young kids come in, you have birthday parties there, and there's different classes that people can take. But what are some other offerings and classes and services that you provide?
Yeah, so specifically in my department, the Health Intervention Department, we have 5 programs right now that some are free, some aren't. So we have blood pressure self-management for those diagnosed with high blood pressure, hypertension, and it's kind of a lifestyle intervention program where we help them kind of figure out what might be causing it and try to lower that number. We also have our Rock Steady Boxing for Parkinson's disease, so that one is completely free. You don't even have to be a member of the Y. If you are diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, you come on in, we do a little pre-assessment for you, enroll you, and then you start boxing with us and getting a great workout. Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're boxing and you have Parkinson's disease.
Correct.
What is the connection there?
Yeah, there's so many connections, but the repetitiveness of it, the memorization of the different movements, your stance, the mobility, flexibility, big movements, all the things that boxers, practice.
Yeah.
Have been shown to be extremely beneficial for those with Parkinson's disease. We do, weight training and stretching, cardio. We do a little bit of everything, but the basis of it is boxing, non-contact, on bags.
Sure, we're not
but they
hitting
got
each
gloves
other.
On and they're hitting the bag. So
that is very cool.
And then we have diabetes prevention. So that's a year-long program, free of charge. We also give a complimentary membership with that, so they pay nothing to be there. We meet once a week in the beginning, and then it kind of tapers off as the year goes and as they get, more solid in their new routine and new habits. Again, it's a lifestyle intervention program, so we talk about diet, exercise, and just how to prevent that diagnosis of type 2 diabetes.
Yes.
We have a new program we just started called Foundations of Fitness for Teens, which soon will probably change to Foundations of Wellness for Teens. But that is a 12-week program that we just started, try to get teens in and, educate them on how to take care of themselves.
Sure.
We have Live Strong for cancer survivors, so that'll be starting in a couple months. We have a info session this Tuesday, November 4th at 1 p.m. That's a 12-week program. Again, you don't have to be a member. You get a complimentary membership with that, and we teach you all different modalities of exercise, so you can kind of take back your health from, what cancer took away from you.
Yes.
And figure out, what feels best and works best for you.
That's amazing.
Those are a few of them. Yeah.
Well, and you're hitting targeted, communities of people that are probably, facing some challenges in just life, fitness, wellness. So that's so many good programs. Do you identify kind of different chronic, illnesses and say we need to kind of help this community?
So a big thing with the Y is we meet the need of the community. So we have connections with, the local hospital, pediatricians, just regular physicians, and they kind of connect with us. They refer some people, like for the high blood pressure program, pre-diabetes program. And then other is just word of mouth, flyers, talking to people. I've talked at the MAC Center before and kind of given them an idea of what we do. So, yeah, we try to identify what people need and, get a solution for them.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Another really, really important solution is aquatics.
Yeah.
I know this. I mean, so I'm not a swimmer. I try to be. I've learned a lot at the YMCA, swimming with Y Tri. That's a program, for those that don't know, that will train you to do a triathlon. And you don't have to do any of it. And then you show up and they coach you, and then you go sign up for triathlons. It's amazing. But the pool is such an asset for the YMCA.
Yes.
Can we talk about, I know there's lifeguard training, there's what all goes on with the pool at the Y?
Sure. So I'm the aquatics director. And then, so the pool, especially around here, with so much water around us, we have our biggest program that I'm proud of is the 4th grade water safety.
Okay.
So we bring every 4th grader in Wicomico County in, and they go through 3 different stations. They go through a reach, throw, don't go station, so where they are like a lifeguard.
Okay.
We give them the certain tools. We give them a lifeguard tube, and then things they might have around their pool if they have, like a friend has a pool or if they have a backyard pool. So a noodle or a kickboard, something that they can reach out, and we teach them, you do not go in. You call for help, and then you try to reach something to them to bring your friend in. And of course, we explain why, and they all say.
And the why is because if you go in and that person brings you, then we're in double trouble.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep.
Okay.
Then we have a mini swim lesson station because they're like 15 to 20 minute stations, so we call it a mini station. But most of those kids, some of them have never been in a pool before. And it's amazing to watch them actually learn that quickly to float on their back, on their stomachs, and then even do a little what we call freestyle front crawl. And it does happen in that a little amount of time. And then the last one is a life jacket station. So again, we teach them the importance of a life jacket, when you would wear one, why as a child you have to wear one, anytime you're on a watercraft. And then we have diving blocks for our swim team, and we have them jump off of those with the life jackets. Yeah, and kids are mostly like, I have to do that. And some we don't ever make them, but we encourage them, and most of them will do it, and they come out and they're like, wow.
That was fun.
Yes. And that takes a lot of instructors on my end.
Sure.
So it's an extra cost. It's completely free. The school doesn't pay for it. The Y does everything. The schools bring the kids, transport them.
Sure.
So that you're talking over 1,000 kids that we have come in. And then on top of that, some other schools will reach out to me, so I try to accommodate that. I try to accommodate the special needs class at Parkside. She always reaches out to me, and those kids are a blast to have in the pool. Again,
They love it.
Yeah, another population that doesn't always get to swim a lot.
Right.
And we try to teach them some water safety items as well. So yeah, that and that's completely free, like we said, just like Faron's programs are. And what a lot of people don't understand about the YMCA is we're not just a gym. Yeah, you pay for a membership to come and use the facility.
Sure.
But things like our programs like that are extra that we need. That's why the Y is different, where we ask for donations.
Sure.
Because that's how we fund those.
You're a not-for-profit.
Yes, so that means
I think people need to know that too.
Yes.
That's your 501c3.
Exactly.
So yeah, the memberships pay for the upkeep for the facility.
Yes.
That's about it. Because the membership is low compared to other gyms.
It
you know, but everything else is that added value that you're offering people in the community, that it still costs money, but you're offering it for free.
Exactly.
So that kind of leads us to the do you rely on donations? And I know that we've seen many buildings named after people because of the generosity. But there's there's so much going on that you're just like every organization, you're always in need, right?
Yep.
So you need what can the community, what do they need to know to maybe help out the YMCA?
Yeah, well, it's very easy to donate. If you ever want to, you can come into the front desk or even on our website and donate to our annual campaign. In there, you can choose to donate specifically to one, group in the Y, so like health intervention or aquatics, or you can just do a general donation. But all the money that you donate goes directly to the programs. It's not, frou-frou. It's to the programs directly, and we need it.
You need it to keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, we need it to keep helping people. That's what we're doing. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's talk about. We're gonna start with so you have school days out, which in my head, I'm a parent. I have kids. They're in school. There's no school. I still have to go to work.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
So they can come to the Y.
Yep. So today actually is the school days out. So we have a hang time room, and it was all decorated fun for Halloween theme, and we had a bunch of kids in there doing all kinds of different interactive activities. Our director Hannah Hooper does a great job with all of our childhood activities.
Okay.
And then they went to Atkins.
Then they went to Atkins on a field trip. So
it's very interactive.
They went on a field trip.
Yeah, they're not just coming
day?
in to color. We
No.
we bring them and do all fun.
We did
stuff.
trunk or treat last weekend. That was
Okay.
completely free and all volunteer led.
And all the candy was
members
donated.
could sign up to come and use their trunk. We did as directors.
So where is this information? Are people getting this online, in an email?
We post it on our Facebook, so we have a
Perfect.
Henson Family YMCA Facebook page, as well as the Chesapeake branch, or YMCA of the Chesapeake branch Facebook page. So that's where we kind of throw it all out there.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's flyers and our website.
And I think word of mouth too.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely that's the biggest thing for the Y, since we're so integrated in the community. Word of mouth goes a long way.
Yes.
And I literally can walk in there, and granted, I see a lot of familiar faces but there's always people I don't know,
Yeah.
and it's because people come from all over. I mean, I'm sure you have members not just in Salisbury.
Oh yeah,
National
everywhere.
membership.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
people
if
come
you're a member of a
nationally.
Y, you can go pretty much to any other Y.
Yep.
With no
People traveling, visiting family and friends.
And
They
we
can
have
stop
people
in.
who are members or are in some of our programs that travel from far away because we are providing this program, and there's nowhere else to go for it. Like
Sure.
for Rock Steady Boxing specifically, we have a few Ys on the shore that also provide it. But I have people that come from Delaware. They make that drive to get to the program because it means
Wow.
it's so important for them to get there.
Sure.
So
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm jumping around a little bit, but I have another question for you, Jen. And you talked about your 4th grade swim program. Why 4th grade?
So any younger, they're too young.
Right.
They can't really stand in the 3.5, the shallow end of the pool.
Okay.
I don't think they would listen as well.
Because it's a group of them. You don't have like
It's a-
one-on-one
no, we have-
coaching.
In our 3 stations, there's at least 10 kids in each.
Okay.
So, and then around that age, they're a little more aware of their bodies, so they can, if we tell them float by, chin up, belly up, they get that concept.
They know how to do what you're asking them to do. I'm sure they come in with stories.
They do. Oh,
like,
they do.
I don't know how to swim.
Or my mom said I can't swim. She's scared of water.
My
so
mom
I
doesn't know
can't.
how to swim.
So in fact, what I really love too is, not only is that a free program, my staff and myself are trained to then watch, when we watch the stations or teaching, they'll tell me, Jen, this one needs lessons. So then I give a free gift certificate for that child for lessons. And this past year, the mom came with her child, and I was able to give it to her right away, and she's like, but I don't know how to swim. I said, well, you're coming too then.
So she came with.
They both got lessons for free because we knew that need. I'm like, if I see a child who cannot swim,
Yes.
I cannot let that child walk away without coming back for more lessons.
No, it's such an important skill to have, especially where, like you said, where we live, we're surrounded by
We
water.
are everywhere. The
It's
leading
really-
cause of death in children under 10 is drowning.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that is so preventable. It's so preventable. The beach is here. Do
Yes.
you have people who train to be lifeguards there?
Yeah,
at
yes,
the Y?
yeah. So we have, we do Red Cross
Okay.
training for lifeguards. Yep, all of my staff, of course, goes through that. And
Yeah.
then we have many other people who come and know that too. So for all your summer jobs of everywhere here, the apartments.
Pools.
So, yes.
I want to be a lifeguard at a pool and get a tan.
Yep. So, and then we also Ocean City Beach Patrol. They use our facility for testing. ACIT does as well. So yeah, and that's how my two sons got their job at ACIT
Okay.
State Park.
Well, because that is, when you say that's going to be, you want that as your job. That's a
Yeah,
serious
that's,
job.
yes.
I literally, I'm going to say this summer, watched rescue, right in front of my face. I'm like, it's crazy out there.
Yes.
And they were resilient in keeping kids, because the waves were they were nuts. And I'm like, they have to do that all day long.
Yes.
Look and make sure that everyone's safe. And when you see someone go in the ocean with big baggy jeans on, you're like, oh no.
Even in a pool. Yeah. They're so
Yeah.
tired for the pool too.
Yes.
It's like, you can't swim in that.
Yeah.
This is why.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I know you also have fundraisers.
So
the
the
Turkey
annual-
Trot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I
So-
know that because I run it.
That's
It's a 5K on
Yep.
Thanksgiving Day.
So for the turkey trot, you can donate to it. We also do it where you can be a sponsor. So I believe it's a $500 donation, and you get your name's on our shirt that everybody gets, all the participants get, and then you get hung up in our lobby so that
Wow.
everybody knows, you helped us out and you gave
Yeah.
us a donation, and we're very generous. That's one of our big ones. And then our annual campaign goes on kind of all year, but we have some target points where we kind of push it out a little bit more.
Okay.
And that's, again, the one where you can go on our website and donate
And
on
make
there. And we have a
donations.
form in person in the Y, too, that you can also fill out.
Excellent. I mean, you have a lot of, you have a team at the Y. I don't know how large your team really is. Because
There's 6 directors, and then, all of our staff and everyone is
Part-time
part of the
staff.
team. Yeah, we have a big team, an amazing team, but there's 6 of us.
I would say so, down to the people who clean
Yeah.
and the maintenance, because their faces they're there
Yeah.
every day.
And they're cheerful, and they're
Yes.
happy to see everybody, and everybody's happy to see them, and yeah.
It's interesting to me too to watch the dynamic of the types of people that come into the Y, like the morning people. There's definitely some morning people, and then the evening people.
Yeah.
But what I will tell you is it's different for me because I belong to several gyms. Is the community. And when you see the connections happening, right, I could be on a machine and I'm pretty observant, so I'm watching, I'm like, this is really cool.
Yeah.
Because it's maybe they go there for just even some personal friendship and connection with people.
absolutely.
And the Y is their place.
Yes, that's definitely true for I think the senior citizens who
Yes,
come to the
absolutely.
Y.
Yes.
They have their morning coffee, they sit
They
around the
sit
table.
around the table.
And they have parties, someone
Yeah.
just got back from, I don't know, overseas, and there's so-and-so's home, we're having a party.
Party, let's
and
go.
there was a spread of food. I
Yeah.
was like, wow.
No, it's so cool. We
They're
have
happy she's home.
Yeah, it's so cool. We have one group. They come in, they go to the water class.
Yep.
They come out of water class, eat lunch together, and they go to chair yoga. The same group of ladies almost every Tuesday, Thursday, and it's so cool. And when people come in and we give them tours, that's a big thing we emphasize. You're not just coming to a gym, you're finding a new community, a second home.
Yeah.
You're gonna find your people here. No matter what classes you take, you're gonna find people.
Yeah.
So it's amazing.
And make connections.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So how long you've been?
I've been at the Y. Wow, I always, when I get asked that question, I started at this Y. I started at a YMCA when I was officially could at 15, and you could be a lifeguard and a swim instructor. That was at the Rehoboth Y, where I grew up. And then this Y, I started coaching swim team when my son started at 6. So that would have been 18 years
ago?
14 years ago. Yeah, and then moved up to the aquatics director.
That's great. And how long have you been there?
So
She's
not
our
that long.
newbie.
Yeah, I'm kind of the freshest.
Okay.
I've been there, let's see, since the beginning of last summer.
Okay.
I started as an intern under our executive director, Amy Sorg, and I was personal trainer. And then as time went on, I started getting involved in these programs and getting certified.
Sure.
So then when I graduated college in this past December, they hired me on as a director full time. So just
Wow.
like less than 2 years, I guess.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I mean, you're going to bring some new ideas to, you know,
she
to the
already
organization because
Yeah.
I think that that's, you know, that's where the times are
Yeah,
going.
absolutely. Yep.
And you reach older people, young people. I mean,
Run the gamut.
Yeah.
you reach,
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
birth to.
Yeah, we try, and we kind of had a hole. The 13 to 17 was our kind of gap, and that's why we brought in this new program for teens because
Okay.
I saw there was kind of a gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see, you know, if it's gonna be something they need.
And that's an important age.
Oh yeah.
It's
Very
like, if you're
important.
not here, then
Absolutely.
where are you and
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I see them from swim team.
Right,
but you're
yeah.
Right.
And
I
they're
could
already,
see
you know,
that.
they're
I
into
could
it.
see that they're not.
But yeah, when we started the program, I went through our membership to kind of see our demographic and see if we had that age group. And we
Sure.
do,
And they're
but you don't see
mostly all
them
on
as
swim team.
much. Yeah, they're, you know, usually
Yep.
doing something. So
Sure.
hopefully we're going to try to bring them in and get new ones in. You know, we're going to reach out to the schools and try to go that direction and get more members of that age group too. So.
Well, and you got, I mean, I say you guys, the YMCA, I'm going to say produces, or there's some really athletic people that that's where they go to get their workout on.
Yeah,
and
well-
then they race and they do, like,
Yeah.
there's some amazing talent there.
Well, bodybuilding actually started at the Y back in the day. It was, yeah, it was.
And basketball.
And
was
basketball,
invented by
yeah,
the
which a
Y.
lot of people don't know. Back when they were
Right,
first
yes.
started, we were the, you know, we started some stuff.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you look up the history
Yeah.
of the Y.
Uh-huh.
And you still, to this day, have weights. Like, it's not
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
gone anywhere.
Right.
You
And
still
we got
have,
our basketball court and yeah.
which is a
Now some-
very,
Pickleball.
Yeah, and
it's a very active basketball
Oh yeah,
court.
absolutely.
Every
right.
time I live close to the Y right now, so every time I go, like, it's packed with
Yeah,
people.
and that's outside. So we have an indoor basketball court too.
Right.
Yeah, and
Right.
that's packed too, especially in the evenings. You know, pick up basketball. We have another one of our directors, Eva. She does the younger kid programs,
Okay.
and she does like basketball clinics for the younger ones, and so there's always stuff going on back
Yeah,
there
a lot
too.
of sport.
I think
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's not like people are just coming to play. It's like they're learning
Right.
too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're educating them on here's the rules and
Yeah.
here's how you play and,
And
here's
that's
some
more
skill.
what our when with sports, except maybe swimming. Swimming's a little more competitive, but with this sports like that, the basketball, the baseball, the soccer, because
Yep.
my kids did it. When you want to try out a sport,
Right.
Yeah.
and you don't
You're
don't
not
know
really-
anything,
Yeah.
that's where
An
they
intro,
learn how to
yeah.
play those sports. And even though my children decided to swim, you know, surprise,
Makes
surprise.
sense.
Sure.
I still wanted them to learn the other sports
Yeah,
just in
give 'em
case
a
they
try.
were like, I want to try this sport or
Baseball.
that sport.
Right.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's, I think, it's interesting that you say that because you kind of want them to try to say, well,
You
which
do.
one do you like?
Yeah.
Because once you pick one and you get a little, you know, as you get older, I have 2 sons, it's like, you might need to pick one.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
so this kind of lets
Yeah.
them dabble in all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, these days, you know, it's
Yeah.
expensive and it's a big commitment to be
It's
an
very
athlete.
much.
So having that resource to let them try it and,
Yes.
you know, it's
And
important.
get good.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
before you're spending all that money
Yeah.
on travel.
Yep.
But and I know this too, when I say travel, people come to the Y for swim meets from all over, right?
Yes.
It is packed.
Oh my God.
I saw like the tents outside. I have friends who have their kids swim. And I was blown away. I'm like, there's so many people here. And they're there for hours, you know, because it's a swim meet. And I'm learning, okay? That, but you provided space for them to hang out and, you know, as families and make it a day and make it a good experience. I think that that's important.
Yes.
because
Yeah.
that's someone's Saturday afternoon.
And they're not
you know.
members, most of them, but they're welcome. We
Right.
want them there still. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
Always feeling welcome when
Yeah.
you walk in the door. That's for sure.
And that's another thing too. A lot of we specifically have. I'm never well versed in this financial assistance for people who cannot afford
Yeah.
the
Okay.
full membership
Okay.
based on your income. So you just have to bring in your tax forms and prove, that you don't make a certain level, and then
They will work with you on your membership fee.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You can't ask for more than
Yeah.
that.
you cannot.
Yeah.
You know?
We don't want to turn anybody away. We want everybody and anybody to be there. So we'll make it work.
The early learning program's free.
Okay.
So that's like a little mini preschool
Mm-hmm.
where the parent comes with the child
Okay.
and stays, and they do some learning activities. So it's like preschool, because this day and age, a lot of my teacher friends who have preschool and kindergartners, they come not even knowing the alphabet anymore.
They're not ready.
They're not ready, especially COVID babies.
Sure. And
So-
it's the Y is a resource for them
Yeah,
to
so they
help their
can-
child be ready before
Exactly.
they go into the school system.
Yeah.
So that's free, yes. And then she started a homeschool hub. So again, being a former homeschool mom myself, it's important for the community
Okay.
of your kids.
Sure.
You want to learn with other kids, not just stay at home.
And interact.
Exactly. So she has that. It's like a hub. I know one year it was based all around science, and they did a lot of science projects. And then I have homeschool swim. So again, because I was asked over and over, can't you do anything in the pool for homeschoolers? Certainly, let's have a homeschool swim. So we have a 40-minute lesson, and then they have 20 minutes of free time in our splash pool and the pool all around. So
Because they want to play.
they want to play.
You know?
Why not? So usually that's a Friday afternoon around 3. And yeah, the parents, they've always enjoyed that. And then they too, I allow them to get in the pool with their kids. I'm like, this is the time too for you to play with your kids.
Sure.
And
Sure.
see that, mom and dad have fun in the pool too.
Right.
Yes. So, and then
Summer camp too.
summer camp. Oh, that's a big one. Yes.
Yeah.
How could we miss
So
summer
I
camp?
know. So
How could
summer
we miss
camp.
that?
Okay.
It's all summer long. I'm not sure
It
the
is.
exact dates,
It's
but
usually like right when school ends to the
Right, the week
before
before.
it starts.
yeah, and it's awesome. We got lots of energy in the Y during the
Yes.
summer, but it's so cool. But again,
is.
our director Hannah
Hannah.
Hooper, she did an amazing job this past
amazing.
summer, and it's so interactive. They're not just inside watching movies, but
No.
they're doing science projects and art projects. They're learning about history or whatever it might be, but everything's interactive and fun.
Okay.
They're not just sitting around.
And then they too
Get in the
come every
pool.
day for swim lessons. So we have a program called Go for Green.
Okay.
So at the pool, if you are you've passed our swim test, you get a green band.
Okay.
And that means you could swim in any of it, or 5 feet, or 3.5 feet, even in the other pool, the 7 feet if you wanted to. So for the camp kids, since they come just about every day for a swim lesson, we want them to go for green. We want to produce great swimmers who have passed this test, and this year we had the most that we ever passed.
Awesome.
We did,
Really?
yeah. Yes.
I like the go for green. Like you want that green
We
wristband.
do,
Yeah.
and they did I believe to the very last day of camp, we had a kid
Get his
pass.
green.
Yeah.
That is
Absolutely,
so
all
cool.
summer he worked towards it, and to watch the progress is just amazing.
Yeah, because you can be there for a week, or you can go
Yes.
all summer long. So
We
it's,
have some
up
kids
to you.
all summer long who are saying, "I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it." And when they do, it's like your own child. You're like, "You're so proud. Yes, you did it." Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that is
And
cool.
that, so summer camp, there's a fee, but again, we help the
provide-
community. So if there is a church group or a school group or someone who needs our help, we try to make it possible for them to be there.
Sure.
So that's another kind of part of if you donate, you can choose to send a kid to camp.
That is cool. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I've
you
learned more, and I'm a member of the Y.
Yeah.
But just all the programs and services that you're providing for our community, and literally, like if you have any questions, people can go on your website, but you can just walk in the door.
Please
Absolutely,
do.
please do.
And people will answer all of your questions. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Thank you.
you.